What is going on to you, Sagittarius? So I don't really have anything to do on a Friday night. It's late for me over here. This is what it is that I do, and just making this video because hopefully this video will go viral, as well as the fact that I love doing this, but bearing my pain a little bit in this video as well, right? Because it's what I love to do. So for you, Sagittarius, you have the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Wands. And these three cards right here. Now, the Hierophant represents Taurus and Sagittarius put together. Okay? Because Sagittarius represents the ecclesiastical part of learning, right? The religious side of learning. That's what Sagittarius represents. And Pisces represents the spiritual, unorganized side of learning that a person has to learn to organize for themselves. Jupiter, religion, spirituality, right? So what I'm seeing here for this is, for you, Sagittarius, the Four of Cups represents a difficult, how do I say this? It's much more than that. It's about you, Sagittarius, not putting up with people who want to be difficult. If they are giving you a headache, then a lot of you, Sagittarius, would just decide to not spend a lot of your time talking to them, because you, Sagittarius, are trying to hang out with someone who will ultimately give you a headache when you're trying to interact with them and actually get to know who they are. You see it as a waste of time, and it is a waste of time. You can't afford, for you, Sagittarius, who are listening to this video, and for the cross watchers, you can't afford to waste your life talking to people who choose to be a headache. You know what I mean? Or it's always something. The goalpost is always moving. You see them one day, you say what's up. They feel like they could socialize with you today. Then the next day you see them again. Now they're acting like they're brand new. Oh my gosh. Make up your mind. These people, these head cases, these nut jobs, these mentally bereft people, right? It's such a headache to deal with people who want to act like they don't have common sense. They're so caught up in the game to the point where they make themselves look like a bunch of freaking abnormal weirdos. One minute they want to talk. The next day they don't want to talk again. You got to delay the text messaging for 4 or 5 minutes. All of this stupid stuff is what people end up doing. Wasting their life, wasting their time. And then when they get older in age, now they're hurrying up to deliberately make up for the time that they were deliberately wasting when they were younger. All the time that they spent taking 5 minutes out of their life, not doing anything, right? All the practical jokes that they pulled on you, Sagittarius. All the time that you, Sagittarius, was like, yo, let's go explore. Because that's another reason why I love Sagittarius. One of the reasons why it is that I love Sagittarius is because Sagittarius is a zodiac sign that will mess around and explore on you. I love travel. Virgo is the traveler. I am a Virgo. The zodiac signs that represent traveling is Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, and Capricorn. Those are the 5 zodiac signs that represent travel. I'm a Virgo, and I have a Pisces ascendant. I have Capricorn in my chart. I love traveling. Sagittarius y'all are zodiac signs where if you like somebody, you'll be like, yo, let's come take a trip. Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here. But you, Sagittarius, you couldn't do that with this idiotic person. All this person is going to do is get on your nerves. Waste time, play games with you. And again, the Hierophant. You Sagittarius, Hierophant, and the Eight of Wands. You Sagittarius are so done with people who waste your time, waste your life. 1 minute, they're always lukewarm. 1 minute they're cool with you and they're sociable. The next minute they don't know how to socialize. All these delusional rules. You can text me, but you can't text me immediately. You got to make me wait on the text messages. You got to get me to think that I'm never going to see you again. You got to act like you busy. All of that's stupid. How many times do you have to do that when you're 20 years old before you reach 25? Before you reach 30? Before you reach 40 years old? If you don't see somebody for a whole year, how long has that been? That's a trick question. If you do not see somebody for 365 days, i.e. a whole year, how long is that? That's a year. That's a year gone. And since you have the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands, this speaks to you, Sagittarius, being over the headaches, the nonsensical, delusional idiots, that all it is that those idiots want to do is waste your time, get on your nerves, get you upset, try to doubt you, try to get you to doubt yourself, because there are a bunch of emotionally illiterate, mentally ill, bereft, stupid individuals, because that's not mental health. Let's tell the truth. That's not mental health. A person switching up like that, they've got some problems. They've got some serious problems on top of that. They have some serious mental problems on top of that, because and I understand what it is that people say you shouldn't be diagnosing people. I'm not diagnosing anybody. This is not a diagnosis, period. But it's not hard to tell that a person got something wrong with them for how it is that they moving, because it's too inconsistent to be healthy. Health has to deal with a certain level of consistency through it. If a person is constantly weather changing, that's like having a tornado on a Monday, good clear weather on a Tuesday, Wednesday raining, Thursday a blizzard, all in 1 week. Is that stable weather? No, it's not. Same thing with a person's mind. So a lot of you Sagittarius are done with the delusional people. And you're glad that you're done with the delusional people. Because I'm seeing how you Sagittarius can take it or leave it. You don't need those individuals around you wasting your time, getting on your nerves. Every time you Sagittarius want to take a little trip and you go, hey, let's go hang out somewhere. Show these people a little bit about how you live, what you are about, what is that they doing. They telling you, nah, they ain't in that. That's not what it is that they want. They giving you a headache. They flaking. A person who's going to get down with you, Sagittarius, is a person who's going to have to be okay with traveling. Period. Not an option. Person who does not see things from an exploration, a traveler's perspective, that person is going to get dubbed by you Sagittarius, because a person must understand the importance of traveling. Traveling is very important to you Sagittarius. Any kind of travel, whether it's mental travel, where you just envision, because sometimes too, again, another reason why I love Sagittarius, y'all don't even have to necessarily travel anywhere. Sometimes the Knight of Swords and the Four of Wands. Y'all will be talking to somebody and you'll tell the person, yo, let's actually take a vacation mentally, but we ain't even got to physically go anywhere. I want you to envision, say you will do something like that with your partners. Do something real experimentative with your partners. You will tell your partners, yo, let's actually go ahead and I want you to envision for me taking a vacation. Explain to me what that vacation is. Now let's both chill out, lay down on this bed, no pun intended, and just do something nice. Turn the AC up in warm weather, when it's warm outside. Turn the AC up, chill out, envision that, talk, maybe even listen to some music, and envision the vacation that we are building as we are talking with one another. And the person won't even want to do that. That's whack. Nowadays, today, Sagittarius, and I know I came up with that on the fly because I told you I hang out with Sagittarius. I know a lot of Sagittarius. I know a lot of Sagittarius off camera. I'm not playing. I even think like that myself sometimes, where I'm like, yo, like, it would be fly to lay down with my significant other, no pun intended, because we don't always have to be doing the horizontal mambo, and just chill out and just talk and envision a vacation or something like this, and listen to some music and just chill. Won't even do that. They want to argue. So the Knight of Swords and the Four of Wands right here represents how they have to understand you, Sagittarius. They have to take the time to understand you in order for them to actually be in love with who you are, what you are about. Here's the thing though, the Four of Pentacles and the Lovers right here is all about how, so you, Sagittarius, are waiting, getting to know people, but you're also waiting to see and observing to see if anybody has that kind of potential. Because I'm seeing how a lot of you Sagittarius are meeting people, then you have the judgment, but they judge you and they call you Sagittarius weird. They act funny style with you Sagittarius, when you Sagittarius are actually the ones to judge them as well, because the two of you are judging each other. They're judging you and calling you weird for you Sagittarius being different, and you calling them weird because they too inconsistent. You Sagittarius are trying to help these people open up their mind, and here these people are being shallow as all get out because they want to keep up with the Joneses. Today I saw a video of a person that turned down another person because they pants. This is how immature and stupid these people are. These people will choose someone that they know is a terrible match for them. It is not going to be a very good match. It's going to be a tumultuously terrible match for them. And they will dub a person that they're literally, truly interested in to go be with somebody that they know is not a match with them. It's not a very good match with them. And lay down with that person and have a child with that person, right? And then when the person who didn't have honor and integrity and principles, they split up, they bring their goofy behinds on, and then they come up on the internet again, crying, whining, complaining. Why is it that people choose partners like that? They literally, this is what I've been telling y'all, and I'm gonna post a video in the comment section. I'm gonna post a video of the balloon popping show or the segment in the comment section. The fact that a person will dub another person that they say out of their own mouth that they like, Sagittarius, just because of their pants. And it's not even about the pants. It's about the fact that they want to get down with the narrative. But what narrative is this? Pure stupidity. They dubbed a decent or seemingly decent individual simply because they didn't live up to the narrative of the gangster that they can complain about, that can give them a child, so you willing to have a child with a no good individual so that you could be a victim then? This is how lame and downstairs and how stupid the mentality is. You see what I'm saying? So you Sagittarius are really courting the correct way. Because the way that you Sagittarius are courting, You Sagittarius are courting from the perspective of, yeah, you meeting a whole lot of people, but you're not meeting people who have the potential to actually rise above their nonsense, to be conscious, to be aware of what's happening for real, and not getting led around like a bunch of sheep. You Sagittarius haven't met a whole lot of people like that. That's why it is that you Sagittarius probably dating a couple of people, or talking to this person, or maybe even talking to this one person like I was just talking about. But at the same time, you don't necessarily know for sure if you should really cash it in with this person and actually take your time to get to know them. Why? Because a lot of you Sagittarius are not turned on by people who are not aware in the first place. That's not something that a lot of you Sagittarius are usually turned on by. You Sagittarius are usually turned on by somebody that can actually bring a mind to the table. And you haven't met anybody like that right now. That's why you taking your sweet time and dating. The Queen of Cups and the Two of Wands. You Sagittarius, when you meet someone who has the mind on them, a mind on them, you might actually take those people seriously and give them a commitment. But like I said, you Sagittarius just haven't met anybody like that as of right now. The Two of Wands right here represents what was I gonna say? The Two of Wands right here represents, it just seems like the two of you, it just seems like as of right now, when you Sagittarius get together with somebody, you at odds with the person, because the person is at odds with you. Here, you Sagittarius trying to create peace, which Sagittarius is most definitely capable of, because Sagittarius is not all bad. That's why I had to grow up myself and be like, yeah, Sagittarius can be a pain, but Sagittarius ain't all bad. Cut y'all some slack now. Tell the truth. We're not, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, y'all haven't met anybody like that as of right now. For you Sagittarius who are single, you haven't met anybody like that, right? As of right now, you haven't. You haven't met anybody like that as of right now. Let's clarify the Two of Wands. For people who say I don't shuffle up the cards. The Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Cups. To clarify the Two of Wands. The Page of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. It seems like so many people have burdens on their back, and they expect you to help them take the load off of their back. And I'm not saying that you Sagittarius can't do that, or that you're not supposed to do that. But you have to know that this person is worthy of you Sagittarius doing that. The way that a lot of the people coming at you is real downstairs. People coming at you from a perspective of you Sagittarius. They expect you Sagittarius to immediately take the burden, the heavy burden. It could be debt, credit card debt, college debt, loan debt, overall general financial issues, trying to make someone else feel jealous. You Sagittarius see the game for what it is. And a lot of you Sagittarius ain't going for that. Why should you go for it? The Lovers and the Nine of Cups right here represents you're not going to take the weight off their shoulders. That's something that an exclusive relationship gets. You Sagittarius haven't pledged allegiance to this person just yet, or anyone yet, because you're still waiting for someone to show you potential or that they actually are aware of who they are in their surroundings. And you Sagittarius haven't met anybody like that since you've been out here dating. Not as of late, at least. Not as of late. The Lovers and the Nine of Cups right here represents because you're looking for that. And other people act like they're looking for it, but they're not really looking for it. They're not conscious. They're not really aware. They're delusional. They're out here trying to make it seem like they really looking for a real relationship like that. They really looking for one. And then they out here capping, lying straight to you, Sagittarius, bold face. They looking at you right in the eyes. Yeah, Sagittarius, I'm really looking for a real relationship. And they lying through their teeth. Because when you Sagittarius show up, what are they doing? Oh, excuse me. How come I can't find anybody? And then at the same time, the Three of Cups, they want you to be okay with it. They want you to accept it for what it is. But you Sagittarius can't go for that. Let's clarify the Hierophant. For all those people who say that, oh, you know, how do I know that the cards are shuffled? You seeing it right here. The Knight of Cups, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles, to clarify the Hierophant, which is Sagittarius and Taurus. Here again, the Knight of Cups, the Empress. What you bring into the table is money, friends. Your friends becomes a person's friends. Or you have a bigger social circle. Trips. You Sagittarius love to travel. Higher knowledge, higher education, a higher form of existence. The High Priestess and the Four of Swords for you, Sagittarius. You see, what is this, right? A lot of people secretly admire you, but they're giving you a hard time anyway. To go back to the beginning, they like giving you a headache, that which you will not tolerate anymore, because the headaches is for no reason. Let me explain something to you, Sagittarius. Do you know that I used to have problems sleeping because of the headaches that people used to give me? And when I say headaches, I'm not even talking about like physical headaches. Sometimes I would get that. Very rarely will I get that though. When I say headaches, I'm talking about the delusional individuals, people that stuff used to give me nightmares. That stuff used to I used to have a hard time going to literal sleep at night because of that. They used to ridicule me from a little boy. As a little boy coming up. How many people flip-flop? They're not consistent in their character. 1 minute they rock with you, then the next day I was about to say so crazy. These ninnies are inconsistent. They don't know whether or not they coming or going. They're delusional. They all over the place with theirs. It's to flip-flop so much to the point where it used to literally make it hard for me to sleep, because 1 minute it seemed like people cool with you, the next minute, what do? They treat you like trash. Now, goes to show you the dichotomy of their character. One, they could look at you right in the eyes, Sagittarius, and say, I love you, or You feel good to be with them. The next thing you know, they switch up on you like that. They don't even have any qualms. This is why it is that I say that there's something abnormal about these people. Because if you have a healthy respect for somebody, you doing a person dirt is going to be difficult for you to do it. Because you're not accustomed to doing that. You're not accustomed to doing dirt on people. That's not even something that you are accustomed to do. It's going to be hard for you to do it. So the mere fact that a person, these individuals who swear out that they love you so much, or they like you, or they making it seem like they rock with you, Sagittarius, this hard interactions that you've been having, the mere fact that they can move like that with you, where on one hand, they could tell you that they care about you or act like they do, and then snake you the way that they do, that goes to show you how warped their mind is. Why is snaking somebody else so easy even? So the Knight of Pentacles represents you just have to become more okay with yourself, and you are becoming more okay with yourself. This is a confirmation of that, to where it's easier for you to sleep at night because you, Sagittarius, don't have to care about that nonsense. Y'all good because y'all made amends. Y'all have made internal peace with yourself enough to know not everybody is up to your speed. Not everybody is going to be 100. Some people are going to be lying straight through their teeth, and they're going to look at you, Sagittarius, like a come up. Don't take it super personally, but just learn to understand the games that people play and stay away from it. And continue to date up until you find someone who has a value system that is similar to yours, and that person also has potential. If not, they already woke. Okay, so another reason why it is that I love Sagittarius, since a lot of y'all like this series, is that I like Sagittarius or love Sagittarius because a lot of you have the bigger mission in mind. A lot of you, Sagittarius, see you're one of the zodiac signs that sees the potential in things, right? In people, in ideas, in mechanics. You just kind of see where you can take advantage of or exploit or take advantage of those ideas or mechanics. I'm not necessarily going to say people, but you basically understand what can potentially be had from this, and you basically make it into a system. So Sagittarius is one of those zodiac signs that definitely make things into a system. So I definitely appreciate the fact that a lot of you Sagittarius can most definitely do that. And because of the fact that you Sagittarius are so accustomed to making systems, and you're kind of like Virgo in the sense that you don't really talk to people about what really goes on in your head at all, actually. You're so caught up with doing your own thing to the point where you are a free spirit in that sense. And it's beautiful. It's I've always had a crush on Scarlett Johansson, like I said before, ever since we were kids. I still remember Scarlett Johansson's first movie, or one of her earlier movies that I was in love with her pretty much, was Home Alone 3. She was in that movie as a teenager. I was a preteen. She's always been a couple of years older than me. And Scarlett Johansson is actually a Sagittarius. And it's, like I said before, and then not only that too, but when a Sagittarius is actually ready to commit, then it's a very beautiful thing. At first, a Sagittarius being ready to commit is kind of a very difficult thing because, from knowing a couple of Sagittarius, talking to a lot of y'all, and it's very difficult for a Sagittarius to commit because, according to this person, a Sagittarius is extra. A Sagittarius is You know, Sagittarius being a fire sign, it's extra. So it means like it tends to be very much so. Uh, I wouldn't say flamboyant, right? Because flamboyant means a flame. It means to kind of it basically means to be on fire. But I mean like I wouldn't say flashy either, right? But I'm talking about it from a perspective of y'all, you Sagittarius have a big personality. And because a lot of you tend to have a big personality, it could reach to a point where, like I said before, it's not necessarily something that a lot of people are okay with. It is an acquired taste. It is an acquired taste. Some people are not necessarily going to see it like you do, and then some people are. But the people who can see it like you do, like I said before, it's a beautiful thing. It was a Sagittarius that put me on in the first place. That it was a Sagittarius that put me on to the knowledge. But then again, too, this is what it is that Sagittarius, being the centaur, is famous for, right? And I don't know if I talked about this, but Sagittarius is basically, if we're talking about it from a storybook form in mythology, Sagittarius is the centaur that basically put Hercules on the path towards being the great hero that he actually is. Hercules being the Leo zodiac sign, because remember one of the trials that Hercules had to do was slaying the Nemean lion, right? And then he started to wear the lion kilt, or he had the lion sometimes will manifest itself after he defeats it in gauntlets. So, you know, stuff like that. But the point that I'm trying to make here is it is through the Sagittarius that one becomes initiated, because Sagittarius represents the preparation for initiation, as to where Capricorn represents the zodiac sign of initiation, right? By the way of Mercury being the planet of initiation into higher knowledge, higher education. So these are just some of the reasons why it is I love Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius for the knowledge. I love Sagittarius because Sagittarius is very much so festive. Sagittarius is a personality that is not bland. It's something that very much so, you know, granted, you know what I mean? You will have to take it, you will have to take the Sagittarius personality in stride. Like I said before, the Sagittarius personality, for people who are not aware, is very much so an acquired taste, because a Sagittarius will be cool and talking to you and friendly and all this other type of stuff, but then the Sagittarius won't do certain things. And then you'll be thinking to yourself, well, how come the Sagittarius doesn't do this or whatnot? Sagittarius won't do certain things. So these are just some of the reasons why I love Sagittarius. As it is that I continue to learn and grow about these zodiac signs, like I said before, my understanding of the zodiac signs from hanging out with y'all and really talking with y'all and gaining more knowledge with y'all, it's growing. I used to think that Sagittarius was a pain in the butt a little bit, where I would have respect for Sagittarius, most definitely, but at the same time, it was more of a hassle than anything to really, because Sagittarius is one of those zodiac signs where it's like again that acquired taste. But as I begin to hang out with a lot of y'all and more of y'all, a lot of you have a lot of different layers to you.